News Leader.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jay Kohn. Janelle is off this evening. A man wielding a knife shot and killed this morning by Billings police. Police Chief Rich St. John says his officers were left with little choice after the man refused to comply with orders to put down his weapon. Now, the identity of the 29-year-old victim has not yet been released. Now, this incident began to unfold this morning at the Sandra Apartments located on North 32nd Street here in Billings. Officers responding to a call about a man who was slashing and stabbing at things in his apartment. Q2's Samantha Harrelson has been following the story and is here with us tonight with more details. Sammy.
Jay, it was around 10 a.m. when an employee of a nearby office building, which shares an alleyway with the apartment complex, called the police to report a man screaming and swinging his knife around his apartment. When police arrived, the man began throwing knives at them from his apartment. An officer deployed a taser through the broken apartment window, but it did not subdue him. Officers set up a perimeter around the building, and some began to make their way down the hallway to the man's door. St. John says the man stormed out of his apartment towards officers with a knife raised. The officers told him to drop the knife as they began to retreat, but he did not listen. One officer deployed his taser. Moments later, another officer fired 3 shots.
What I see is erratic behavior, why I don't know, and I have somebody charging our officers with a knife. I see them trying to retreat and trying to use less lethal. And unfortunately, we had to use lethal in this situation.
The man was shot a total of 3 times. He died at the hospital. The officer who tased the man, as well as the officer who shot him, were both placed on administrative leave per department protocol. Jay?
All right, thank you very much, Sammy. Downtown Billings wants your input on the One Big Sky development project. Tonight, the City Council is set to make a pivotal decision on whether to commit local dollars to the project. On the line tonight, $100,000 from the city's general fund, as well as a $400,000 line of credit from yesteryear's antique building. Now, this deal would help solidify the planning work of the One Big Sky development, which has morphed now into a 2-phase project to revitalize both downtown and the city's medical corridor. Developers anticipate spending approximately $1.2 million as their share of the project planning. Q2's Dustin Kleeman will be covering tonight's council meeting. He'll be joining us tonight at 10 with more details on the decision made tonight. A state judge has blocked enforcement of a Montana law that bars certain nurses from performing abortions in the state. This ruling now opens the door for expanded abortion services in Montana. District Judge Mike Menahan of Helena says the law should not be enforced while he decides a lawsuit that asks for the law to be struck down permanently. The ruling last week comes in a case filed by an advanced practice nurse in Whitefish. Judge Menahan said it could take months or even years to decide the case, and he said there is no evidence that qualified nurses cannot safely provide abortions. He says enforcing Montana's ban on nurses performing abortions may violate the privacy rights of Montana women. State lawyers had argued to keep that ban in place while the lawsuit was decided. A leader with Helena Industries Board of Directors is speaking out about that organization's decision to close its doors. The nonprofit announced last week it will shut down its operations this coming Friday. It has served people with developmental disabilities in the Helena area for some 40 years. Board Vice Chair Chuck Seifert says Helena Industries have been actually struggling for some time. He says leaders looked at options to reorganize or make further cutbacks, but says there's no way to overcome the loss of a state contract to provide targeted case management due to recent state budget cuts. Case management revenues, he said, help pay for the nonprofit's other services.
Oh, it's terribly painful for everybody on the board. I think I can speak for everybody that this was not what we were wanting to do. It got to a point where we realized there was no other options.
In response, State Health Department Director Sheila Hogan says she's saddened by the closure of Helena Industries and says her agency is doing its best to try to minimize the impact. On to the weather scene tonight. Bob McGuire joining us now. Well, Bob, from snow to almost 60 degrees, but Don't get used to it, huh?
Exactly right. It's just kind of like a little taste of spring fever coming our way.
There you go.
Let me show you how we're doing today. Right now on Monday, we're at 54 degrees in Billings, a lot of 40s and 50s around the region. Tomorrow, we're going to get up to 60 degrees in Billings, 64 at Sheridan, but let's take a look out in the, in the Pacific Ocean. Take a look at this upper level low in the Gulf of Alaska. That's a huge upper level low. And guess what? It is forecast to start moving onshore probably as soon as tomorrow. We're going to get some rain and snow showers around Washington and Oregon. And then by the time Thursday night and Friday gets here, that low pressure cell will be tracking over Wyoming, and it could take a little bit of snow, maybe some significant snow for southeastern Montana. Some of that significant snow could make it to Billings on Friday, Thursday or Friday. We'll have more of that in a few more minutes. Jay?
All right. Thank you, Bob. Well, although the Vietnam War ended in 1973, there are still more than 2,600 families who have family members listed as missing in action. However, every once in a while, a family gets news that a soldier's remains have been identified, and that is the case of an Idaho woman and her family who then decided that she wanted to learn more about the father she never met and more about a Montana woman who's trying to help her out. MTN's Chet Lehman has a preview for us tonight of the movie she made about their search. It's called Blood Road.
My father was shot down in the Vietnam War, and ever since his remains were identified, I've been planning an expedition to ride the entire length of the Ho Chi Minh Trail.
And plus, to find her father's remains, that's the whole Blood Road. She pedaled 1,200 miles with another endurance Vietnamese athlete to find her father's remains. She has never met her father.
Rebecca Rush documented her efforts in the Red Bull movie Blood Road. She's bringing that film to Montana in June. Yes, she rode the Ho Chi Minh Trail, 1,200 miles of it. But that was by no means her only time on a bike. She's a 7-time national mountain bike champion.
However, she's also an eco-challenge champ, adventure racing, and multiple other things, and a rescue dog person, her and her husband in Idaho. So she's never been for Blood Road in Montana. I know she's traveled through, but she hasn't been here specifically to launch this screening and to assist an awesome nonprofit that covers all of Montana.
Village chief. We were to meet the village chief who had the land, the crash.
A way to tie in endurance, Vietnam veterans, and to show the extreme athlete that Rebecca is and what she's done to promote and help the Ho Chi Minh Trail and showing removal of bombs.
Rush will also be doing a little charity ride with a select group of cyclists during her Montana visit. Blood Road has been honored at film festivals around the West. It has its Montana premiere June 15th in Missoula.
No way.
In Bozeman, Chet Lehman, MTN News.
And Chet tells us that the tickets for Blood Road will go on sale tomorrow. A new downtown Billings restaurant is getting set to open its doors and bring a little southern comfort to the Magic City. The Sassy Biscuit is located next door to Brockle's Chocolate and offers a brunch spot for those looking for sweet and savory tastes. The husband and wife owners are in the midst of a soft opening right now, trying to work out the kinks before their grand opening. Chicken and waffles, biscuits and gravy, and flavors you wouldn't normally find in Billings make up the new fare.
I wasn't sure how it would be received. It was a little nerve-wracking at first, and to know that we've gotten such good responses thus far is just really encouraging, especially with so much time and energy and effort that we've put into trying to bring something unique and special to Billings.
They take that first bite, and I see their face like their face melts, like flavors pop into your mouth, and they go well together. You get sweet and savory, and like I never knew this combination could go together.
It's getting rave reviews in the newsroom, I can tell you. If you'd like to be part of the soft opening and give some feedback to the owners, they ask you to give them a call before you head down. Coming up on tonight's 5:30 News, when East meets West, it turns out it can create a long-standing partnership to help both sides. Don't miss tonight's Q2 Rewind coming up. And later in sports, some big changes in store for Montana Class C football. Scott Breen tells us what they are.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Kohn and Janelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Breen. This is the 5:30 News on Q2, Montana's news leader.